Hey guys, Amy here with your monthly swag video. And this month, super excited about this Crackle. I guess Crackle is back and it makes the perfect 4th of July design with some stars and some fun stuff. So to get started, we have our white Crackle. This also comes in black, but in your swag, you're getting white. And this Crackle is a little finicky, so I'm going to tell you exactly how to use it when we get started. And then we've got a bottle of your favorite Outshine, which works great for this because it covers the stars nicely. And then a glitter bomb, which we have been killing it with this glitter bomb. This is number 13, so it's a metallic silver. And of course, all of your stars to make this really, really festive. You've got your metallic mix, which has got all kinds of red, blue, green, some fuchsia, some silver and gold, and then the new laser holographic stars. So these are really fun. They've got like that laser print on them, and they are super, super shiny. And this mix is great because it comes in, it's got like 3 different sizes in there. So really looks cool on top of your Crackle. Okay, just to get started, we're going to take our glitter bomb, and so many people say, oh my gosh, this is so thick, it's so hard to work with, but it's really not. You're going to just take the bulk of it and get it on the nail. Let's get that out of there. And you're just going to kind of smooth it down the nail. It gives you a full coverage of glitter in one coat. It's wonderful and actually very easy to work with. So the key is just getting enough on there. I'm going to go in, this is a longer nail, so we're going to go in and grab a little bit more, and then we are just smoothing it out. And again, you can just see that I'm just dabbing a little bit more on and then using the brush, really light strokes so you're not pulling it off the nail. But you can see this adds like literally no bulk to the nail. And again, the key, just getting enough on there and lightly stroking it down to smooth it out. Now we're going to put this in the light to cure, but this doesn't leave a very big or a very sticky layer. The glitter bombs do not. They dry with kind of, not full tack free, but just a very light tack on them. So it's important that you only want to cure for 10 seconds. We want to leave a little bit more of a tacky layer on there. And this is really important for the Crackle. The Crackle will not crackle over a shiny surface, like over a tack-free surface. So you need to have some tackiness to it. Not all gel polishes are the same with their tacky layer, so definitely test this out with what gel polishes you're using and make sure it leaves a decent tacky layer for your Crackle to crackle. And we did find out, or we did find that it crackles really well over the black and white magic too, because that leaves a slight tacky layer also. Your next tip is you're going to want to make sure that you don't put it on too thick. If you put it on too thick, it takes a little bit longer to dry, and it's almost like the layer of it doesn't dry evenly, and you're not going to get a really good Crackle look. So again, you need a slight tacky layer and you need it thin. So all of that being said, it's still going to take about a minute to a minute and a half, depending on temperature, of course, in your salon, to air dry Crackle. So I usually will do one hand first, or whatever finger you're doing first, but here you can see this one was put on a little bit thicker and this one was a little bit thinner. So you can see the lines are almost, the cracks are wider on the one that had the thinner coat than the one that had the thick. And drastic difference in dry time. The thicker one took like 4 minutes to dry compared to the thinner, which was about a minute and a half. So we're going to do this again. I'm going to put the glitter bomb on and be sure to only cure 10 seconds. And now for this one, we'll do it a little bit different. Instead of covering the entire nail, we'll just kind of do a wave down diagonally down the nail. Again, keeping your crackle on the thinner side. All right, so now we've got a nice crackle and we're completely dry. And again, this crackle is made for gel polish, so it adheres really well. We're going to take outshine to protect it and go over it. We're also going to use the outshine to kind of adhere our stars in there. So we're going to do this type of design again and just kind of trail the stars down diagonally. And I'm just using a striper brush. I just wet it a little bit. And just kind of place your stars right where you want. And this is on the uncured outshine. And once you've got all your stars in place, just go ahead and do a quick 10 to 15 second cure. While that's curing, we're going to do the exact same thing to this one, and we're going to put the stars kind of right down the ribbon or down the edge of the crackle. So once again, start with your outshine and then place your stars in. Once you're done, again, do a quick 10 to 15 second cure. Now this is our first one. Definitely leaves a little bit of a texture on there since we put the stars right into that tacky or uncured outshine. So now I'm just going in and I kind of just dotted a little bit of extra outshine right onto the stars, and then I'm just kind of painting and evening it out. Looks like I got a little bit too much, so I'm going to go in and take a little bit off that side. But basically we just want to smooth the surface structure off or out. So outshine is great for this because you can use it a little bit thicker and it self-levels so well. And then we're going to do our full cure, which is the 60 seconds. The 15 seconds was just to kind of set those stars, and then a full cure with your full top coat. And same for this one. And here, these are all done, all cured, beautiful. I love the depth that this gives. So I'm going to show you guys a couple different things that you can do with your crackle, aside from putting it over your glitter bomb. And I think I mentioned earlier that it also comes in black. So I just wanted to show you guys a swatch of it in black over the silver glitter bomb. And we are again putting that glitter bomb on, curing only for 10 seconds, and then putting a nice thin coat of the black crackle on over the glitter bomb. Also guys, if your crackle has sat for a while, just give it a little shake up before you use it. So this has crackled really well, the black over the silver glitter bomb, but I feel like I was a little messy up around the cuticle area with the black crackle, so I'm just taking a dab of Black Magic gel polish and I'm just gonna clean that up, cheat a little bit if you will. And sometimes I feel like because the crackle will pull away from the cuticle area inconsistently, you might have to just give it a little cleanup to have that clean cuticle. So go ahead and cure that Black Magic, and then we're going to top coat. So here's the black crackle over the silver all finished. Looks amazing. And again, these crackles are made for gel polish, so you're not going to have any chipping or anything. This is going to sandwich so well in between your gel polish and your outshine or your no wipe gel top coat. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to take White Magic. We're going to put that down instead of the glitter bomb. The crackles work so well over the magics, the black and white magic. It's amazing. So we're going to start this one with the white magic, and we're going to give this a 30-second cure. And this will leave a decent, not too sticky, but really a favorable surface for the crackle. So go ahead and cure. And now once you come out of the light, we're going to go right in with the black crackle over top of the white. Again, a fairly thin coat. There I go, being messy around the cuticle again. And we're just going to set that down and let it do its thing. So here we are a couple minutes later. Beautiful. Even this with nothing else on it is just so cool looking. But what we're going to do is take our neon pigments and we are going to dust this over the crackle. So what's going to happen is our stickiness of that white magic that's underneath the crackle is still slightly tacky. So it's going to grab onto the pigments and give us a really cool neon graduation. And I'm just using a smaller angle brush. That way I can be a little bit more careful of where the pigment goes and doesn't cover the entire nail. And I'm just going to start with kind of in a diagonal. And I'm just going to start dusting the pigments on. Now using a chrome duster, just really getting in there and dusting off any excess pigment. And now you've got a nice neon background in between your crackle. Again, just top coating with outshine and curing for 60 seconds. And here we are all finished, and you got a nice, pretty, kind of pastel neon background. So another fun technique is I'm not really sure where the So what I did with this, went, I took but let me tell you the steps. Magic. We cured for 30 to 45 seconds. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but I did put the black crackle over top of the black magic. Now, I slowed down the video a little bit so that you could kind of see. When you are looking at it under the light, you can tell because there's some matte and there's some shine. So you can really, your eye would be able to see it a lot better than you could in this video. But once it's dry, once the crackle has all done its thing and all dried, we're going to use some chrome powder so that the chrome powder is only going to stick to the sticky areas between the cracks. And the reason I chose black on this is because a lot of chrome powders really pop when there's more black underneath. So the darker the color underneath, basically, the more your shiny chromes are going to shine up. So that's why I chose to do it. Again, a little bit hard to see, but I can tell looking at this nail that the crackle is 100% dry. So now we've got our pastel metallics, which is some new chrome powders that we have. And we're going to take the bottom three, which are like a nice pink, kind of like a periwinkle, and a green. And I'm just going to dust them on to the nail. It would help if I was in camera for you. But basically I'm just picking up a little bit of the chrome powder and putting it right on the nail, and doing that with all three colors and kind of ombreing them down the nail. So I'm not using a lot of pressure, kind of digging them in. It's going to stick to the tacky layer anyway, and then we're just dusting off, and you can really see the detail of the chrome inside all of the crackles, which is just beautiful. And if you think about it, I know you guys got a lot of chrome powder in your desks, and pigments and soft glitters. This will work with all of them. It's going to stick to that little tacky layer that's peeking through. So we're top coating this without shine, and we're going to go ahead and cure this. I'm going to get some really nice pictures of all of these so you guys can really see the detail. And as always, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with, because I'm sure you're going to come up with some good ones. And you guys have fun with this. Happy nailing, and make sure you tag us in all of your videos, and also videos and pictures. And also make sure you guys subscribe to this channel so that you get updates on when we post these new videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.